Hi pals, John here from the LensPal, and this is our 52 frames challenge for unfinished. I thought it would be an interesting idea to make an image where the image itself, the final frame, is unfinished. I thought an interesting way to do that would be to use strobes and a shutter speed that is above the maximum sync speed of the camera without using high-speed sync. So what we're going to see when we take the image is that we're going to have a dark bar on one side of the image where it is underexposed. Now, depending on how you have your camera oriented, it's either going to be on the bottom, the left, the right-hand side of the frame. I've done some test shots with this and I know where it's going to end up. So yeah, let's get into the equipment a little bit that I'm using. So we have this miniature setup. We've got the Lego here, it's on our table. I wanted to use something small because this is a small subject. This is the Flashpoint Explore 100, otherwise known as the Godox AD100. It's a little 100-watt light. It is sort of soda can sized. It's very small, lightweight, and it's going to give me just enough power to light this scene in the way that I want. I've got no modifier on here because I want nice hard shadows being cast away from this. For my camera, I am using the Fujifilm GFX 100S. This is probably one of the greatest cameras out there, depending on who you ask. It is a medium format digital camera, so its sensor, if I do this, is absolutely huge. It's much larger than a full frame sensor, and it's got 100 megapixels when I create the image, so it's going to give me a lot of room to play around with. For the lens, I've got a 45mm lens, which is going to give me the look that a 35mm does on a full frame camera, or pretty close to that. Now, to get the camera and the light talking, I am specifically not using the Godox or the Flashpoint trigger for the Fujifilm. Reason being is that as soon as I go above the maximum sync speed of the camera, the trigger says, okay, you want me in high-speed sync. So I had to use third-party triggers. So I pulled out these Pocket Wizard Plus 3s. I've got one on the camera in transmit mode, I've got one on the light in receive mode, and they're just going to send a signal from one to the other that says, now's the time to fire. There's no TTL mode with these, there's no high-speed sync mode, it's just trigger or don't trigger. And that's pretty much it. We're reusing this little Photo Pro UFO stand here because, again, we're on the tabletop, but that's about it. Very simple setup. We've got one light, one camera, one lens. Let's take a picture. So I am making sure that the camera is warmed up. There we go, ready to go. I am going to turn this light off over here just while I do this, so it's completely messed with your exposure. And I'm going to take that image there, except I did that the wrong way around, so I'll flip this over. Don't focus about that. I'm gonna give myself some space at the top and the bottom so I can crop this into 4:5 ratio. And that, I think, is the image that I want. That's it for this week's 52 frames challenge for the topic of unfinished. If you have enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful or informative, if you like to see all the cool gear that we have, please consider giving us a like, subscribe, tell a friend, smash the bell, maybe even join us on 52 frames. And until next time, I'll see you unfinished. I'll see you soon.